Greetings and welcome to a Real FERM analysis number 2. This one is going to be a track called Where Do We Go by ZPET and Suta with a $sign. ZPET sent this in. It was the second person to submit after the call to action Instagram story. There's one more after this, and then we'll figure out another way. If you have any ideas how to do the submissions for this type of format, leave it in the comments. I can't really think of anything else more effective. It's just the only thing is the more people that submit, the less likely I'm going to be able to get to everyone, because I'm only going to do maximum 2 per week because I don't want to flood the channel with these types of things. So it might end up being a random thing, random pick. We'll see what happens. But for now, we have exactly what I'm going to review. Also, I still hear the high-pitched background noise. I don't know what it is. I tried checking the lights, but it's not the lights. Basically, the format for this I'm doing so far is introduce the song, listen to it in its entirety without interruption. I might say something in while it's playing, but I'll try not to. Maybe listen to it back a few times, not on camera, and then I will get into my perspective on the vibe and the quality of the audio production and all that stuff. So ZPET sent me a file of this track, Where Do We Go? And I went on Spotify and saw that it looks like it was submitted to Upcoming Artist Radio, the live stream, because it's got my heart here. So I must have heard it at some point. It's been a while though. I don't recall it anytime recently. So it'll probably be a pretty good fresh listen here. I'll listen to it on Spotify. He sent me the file, but I'm assuming it's the same on Spotify. So just for everyone's visual reference, I'm going to play it here on Spotify. Where Do We Go? ZPET and Suta with a $sign. Let's hear it.
The hard road all alone, nowhere else to call a home. No more talk, turn off the phone. Close your eyes, you're on your own. I'm burnt out, I'm burnt out. I'm worn down. Pack my things, leave the town. Make no sound, make no sound.
Live a life full of hurt and now the pain hits. Take a right, that's a curse, where's the fame, bitch? Told that bitch not to lurk, but he came quick. I wonder why I'm lost inside my mind and I am brainless. With a life like mine, you would wanna die. I really question myself, yeah, I wonder why. With a life with crime, yeah, you wanna lie. I really need some help, but they suppress my cries. Sick of living like a waste, there's not much to taste. I really question if this life is really worth my faith. I don't know how to flow, I'm really lost in woe. Now I ask, where the fuck do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
nice emo vibes. Sad, dark. Where do we go? ZPET and Suta. Let's talk about it. Alright, so my initial impression of the vibe, I like it a lot. I'm a sucker for dark, deep, I'm fucked up in the head type of songs, cause and so that's I'm always down for that. I love the guitar driven nature of it. I've been hearing that a lot in underground music of all kinds lately. Lots of beats with guitar driven sad guitar riffs, especially in this type of sad boy emo type thing. Although it's kind of sad boyish, but it's not as like about a girl type of thing. It's just more of a depression theme is what I'm getting. Maybe there's some references to bitches, but it's not as focused. A lot of emo tracks very focused on a singular event or singular person that did something. This one's more broad. So yeah, the vibe is nice. I like the vibe. Let's talk about the quality here, because there's a couple things that stand out to me. So right from the start, it's not very clean. Very clean instrumental. Sounds great. And then, so I know ZPET is the Aussie. I don't know if Suda might also be Aussie, but I think his vocals are the low, deeper, whispery type. Let's hear that part again where he comes in.
Walk the hard road all alone.
So again, I love the vibe. It has a nice, dark, kind of grungy sound with the not really monotone, but low grumbling vocals that I believe it's Suda that is doing those. Pitch is pretty good. I didn't hear anything that was too off pitch at this intro at least, but there is a lot of, it sounds like background static noise in the vocal recording if you just like hear right when he comes in.
Walk the hard road all alone. Nowhere.
Right when he comes in, you hear the bring up of this static. So that's just in the vocal track. I don't know if it was recorded with, so a lot of people use cell phone mics nowadays. There's only so much you can, there's a ceiling of quality that can be reached with that for the most part. So that has a little bit of a low quality recording aspect to it. But if you look past it, I do like the what they're going for with that. Again, I called it grungy, whatever you want to call it. The low whisperings and but there is that very obvious static in the background. So then so it's that first verse, pretty much the same style through the verse, and then it changes up style here, which is cool. You can hear it's clean, and then once the vocals come in, you can hear that static.
Live a life full of hurt and now the
Then
pain
ZPET comes in. So ZPET comes in, he does one more whoa, 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 which is cool. I love this. It's great songwriting. I do enjoy the songwriting a lot. ZPET, when ZPET comes in, I don't hear as much of static. So I think his recording is a little bit higher quality. Let's hear it again.
Full of hurt and now the pain hits. Take a right, that's a curse. Where's the fame, bitch? Told that bitch not to lurk, but he came quicker. Wonder why I'm lost inside my mind and I am brainless.
Yeah, so ZPET's audio quality sounds a lot better than Suda. No offense, Suda. You did great with the performance. It's merely an issue of the quality of the recording, or some kind of artifact noise that was that came up when adding processing to it. So I can't tell, of course, from this master here, but that is what it is. So then it gets to the end, and there's this other part where I think Suda comes back in underneath, which is a very interesting layering here. Let's check it out.
Fuck do we go? Yeah.
Do we go?
Very dark, reminds me a lot of Alice in Chains sound, which is why the word grunge comes to me, I suppose. Again, I love the vibe. Suda comes in. You can hear the static come back out, but it's not, it's not horrible. I just have to point it out because it is a quality issue, and this is a real firm analysis, so I gotta cover all the bases. Although I want to make these videos at least less than 20 minutes, so I'm not gonna go into every possible detail I could. Just want to, analyze the songwriting and point out any quality issues here. So I like what they're going for. It has a nice, cool, dark sound. Aside from the static, there sounds like there's a little discord in the pitch. It's very subtle, and I'm wondering if it was intentional, because there's always that artistic choice possibility. Let me just hear it one more time.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Yeah, for the most part, I think it's fine. I think I'm just hearing a very, very subtle pitch difference, but it kind of adds to the darkness. It kind of adds to the vibe, and I'm not necessarily saying that that's a bad thing. So I won't take any points off for pitch there. That sounded kind of like it worked artistically. And then how does it end here? Let's remind ourselves how it ends. Little yeah from ZPET, and then it fades out with the guitar. That is a nice fade out to a dark fade out to a dark song. So yeah, we covered all the sections of the track, covered the general quality. I do think in terms of the balance of the mix, I do think it's done quite well in terms of the levels. At the beginning, it's kind of quieter and whispery, but if you can hear what he's saying, and it sets a good tone for the mood of the track. And then ZP comes in, does his thing, much different, big contrast in vocal sounds, and then they merge together to make that deep layering, kind of harmonizing situation at the end, which is a very cool way to bring together the two artists' voices, finish off the track. I think that's a great touch. So yeah, overall, songwriting, real firm songwriting. I'm a sucker for the darkness, for the depression stuff, the craziness, the madness, the anxiety, all that. I like the mood they set. It matched the lyrics quite well. The lyrics were good. The arrangement, solid. Only thing I gotta take points off for in the quality department is the vocals with the static. But I hear that a lot. It's not one of those things that's like I can't listen to it. It's bad. It's just like that could be fixed. They're working with what they got, and they're putting out what they can. So kudos for the effort and working with what you got. Even though the quality suffers a little bit, I suppose it's better to get started and let your creative juices flow in whatever form you can let them flow at when you're starting out. So not that bad. And I believe that is the end of the analysis. So again, I'm kind of separating the levels of firmness from the songwriting and the vibe, and how I personally enjoy it, which is completely perspective and subjective. Plenty of people don't like dark, moody, emotional songs. I do. So you got my real firm on that. The songwriting was nice. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the vibe, as I've said several times before in this video, I believe. For the quality, it's pretty firm. It's pretty firm. The instrumental's great. ZPET's vocals are great. I just have to take the demerit for the lot of static in the background. Really, the only quality issue here. Nothing else jumped out at me besides that. So, where do we go? ZPET and Suda, a fine collaboration, enjoyable to listen to. Personally, my kind of genre. Although there's not many genres that aren't really my kind. Though I do favor lean into some more than others, and this is a genre that is the case for. That'll do it. for this Real Firm analysis. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to ZPET for sending this in. One out of the 3 people that sent in for the submissions for these uploads. There's one more, and then we'll figure out another. I'll probably just do a similar thing and might have to pick people at random. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Do leave a comment if you have a suggestion on how to do that better. Don't forget to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to Upcoming Artist Radio Live, where I do this, but live and not as in-depth. Send in your tracks for free. It may be a wait, but it's a fun time. It's a good community. We try to be positive and give criticisms without any disrespect. So that will do it for this Real Firm analysis. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Next one will be on Tuesday. Peace.